Okay, so in this video, we'll be doing display ads, how you can run display ads with Google. And display ads simply means that your advert is going to be showing on multiple websites that are on the Google platform. So all those guys who actually put up AdSense on their blogs, on their website, your ads will be showing on those websites. So that's what the display ads is about. Unlike the search ads where your ads only pop up on the search engine when people search, they get to see your ad. The display ads, it shows on the website. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go into campaigns and add a new campaign. So everything, whether you are doing search or display, everything starts from the campaign. So I'm going to add a new campaign. So to add a new campaign, you come to campaign and you click on campaign. Click on this plus sign and click on new campaign. Okay, so for the kind of campaign we want to run for website traffic. So we want Google to actually send people to our website. So I'll click on website traffic and I'll click on display. So not search at this time around. Want to run for display ads. So I'll click on display and want to run for the standard display campaign. Standard display campaigns means that our ad is going to show on multiple websites. Then for Gmail campaign, it means that our ad is going to show in people's Gmail account. So we want it to show on multiple websites. So we're going to choose the standard display campaign. Then you put in your website right here. Let me just put in this website. Then you click continue. Okay, so now you give your campaign a name. So depending on what you're running, you can say, okay, this campaign is for fibroid campaign. Then location, obviously Nigeria. And you can decide to enter specific locations in Nigeria. So you can enter maybe Nigeria, then you can enter specific locations in Nigeria. You can just say, okay, you want to target only people in Lagos, maybe Lagos, Nigeria include. There you want to target people in Lekki and all those kind of things if you want specific location. So for now we want to target everybody in Nigeria. We are not targeting all countries, we are only targeting people in Nigeria. So let's check out location options, and here we want to target people in or regularly in your targeted location. So people in or who show interest, that means people who are not in Nigeria but show interest in things that concerns Nigeria. Our advert is going to show to them if you choose that option. But we don't want that option. We want people in or are regularly in your target location. So we choose that. Okay. So now that we've chosen that, we can now come to language, remove Chinese. We just want it to be only English. And then bidding should be high quality traffic. That's what we're bidding for. Then manually set bid. Okay, so we'll come to our budget and we'll choose $10. Now we're saying you want to spend $10 every day. It can be $5 for a start, and when you see the way the thing is going, you can now increase it to $10. So it's $10. Let me leave it at $10 there. You can give your ad group a name, and then you come to audiences. This is where it gets quite interesting. So under audiences, I want to choose the kind of audience that I want to see my ad. So I don't want it to be shown to everybody. I want it to be shown to specific audiences. So this is where I now decide to choose that audience. So I'll go into browse. Then there are three types of audiences. There's what's their interests and habits, the interest and habit, what they are, then what they're actively researching, and how they have interacted with your business. So for the kind of ad we want to run, display ads, I will just go with what their interests and habits are, and based on that, it's going to show on certain websites, on specific websites, based on what I'm going to choose right now. So I'm going to click on what their interests and habits are. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to now choose what I feel my audience are interested in. So basically, you know your audience, you know that, okay, somebody who has fibroid definitely most times might be reading news sites, might be reading gossip sites, might be doing some form of beauty and wellness and all that stuff. So based on that information you have about them, you can then come here and target those kind of people or those kinds of websites, and your advert will begin to show on those specific kind of websites that are related to beauty, websites that are related to lifestyle and hobbies, websites that are related to media and entertainment and all that stuff. So I can open up beauty and wellness and see, okay, for beauty and wellness, since I'm doing for fibroid, I'm going to choose beauty and wellness. Let me check food and dining. There are things women are also interested in. Okay, let me choose food and dining. Home and garden, let me open that and see. Okay, let me leave that. Lifestyle and hobbies. Okay, I would like to choose business professionals, family focused. Frequently attend. So just choose all those things that you know that your audience would be interested in. Now, the thing about it is, by the time you run your ad for about 2 days, you're still going to come back and check those audiences that are actually doing well. Then you can now remove some and stop some and make sure that some doesn't run again and all that. So now you're still guessing, you're not really sure of your audience, but by the time you run your ads for about 2 days, you can then come back and then remove those things that are not necessary. So for now, let's just focus on putting it up, and let me check other categories. So I've done for food. Okay, I've done for food, I've done for lifestyle, media and entertainment. Okay, we can also put book lovers, movie lovers, women. So remember that we are targeting women, music lovers, TV lovers. Okay, that's okay for media and entertainment. So we can go into news and politics. Probably they're avid news readers. That's fine. Then shopping, women and shopping. So luxury shoppers, shopaholics, shoppers by store type. Let's see what is underneath there. Convenience shoppers. So for even shopping itself, we can just leave everything as, we can just tick everything under shopping, other shoppers. Then sports and fitness, health and fitness buffs, we can choose that. Travel, okay, I can decide to choose travel. So all the sites that are related to all those things, my advert is going to show in those sites. So for now, we are not going to do anything much concerning those audiences until our adverts would until we run our adverts for probably like 2 days. Then you can now come back to your campaign and see those audiences that are actually doing well for you. So other demographics, we know that definitely fibroid is known to only happen to women, and I can decide to just remove 18 to 24, 25 to 34, and just leave it at 35 to probably Okay, I can remove all this. So I'm just leaving it 35 to 54. Definitely I know that all this 54-year-old, but let's just say 35 to 45, but still 45 years is still within this range. Then though there's something we call content targeting, but I don't want us to restrict our content right now. So content targeting means that you can actually specify where you want your advert to show, specific websites you want your advert to show. So I want my advert to show on Lynda I want my advert to show on different websites or different apps, but I don't want us to restrict it right now. You can do your content targeting later when you know the website that is giving you the highest traffic. Then you can now say, okay, this is website where my traffic is coming from the most. Let me now focus on those websites. So you can now come into content targeting, go to placement, and then begin to choose the websites that based on your advert is running, and you already know where you are getting the highest traffic. You can now come here and begin to type those websites in here. So I can say, okay, maybe most of my traffic came from Lynda app. So I can just come to the apps here and type Lynda EKG. Okay, so this is Lynda EKG blog. I can now choose that, but now we are not sure where those traffic would come from just yet. So let's leave placement out of it for now. So when you are sure where your traffic is coming from the most, you can then come back and choose your placement. So for ad group bid, that's how much do you want to pay for your clicks. So how much are you willing to pay per click? So that's what you're going to put here. So for me, most times I just start with 0.0505. Okay, that's what I start with most of the time. When my advert doesn't run or is not running as much as I would like it to run, then I can come back and edit my CPC. So for now, just let's leave it at 0.05. Most times for Nigerian adverts targeting Nigeria, this is usually good enough. So then we'll go to our ad and create the ad. Right now I want to create a responsive display ad. Okay, I think that has opened up below. Okay, so the final URL is the URL of the page you want to send people to. It can be your sales page. So this final URL is the page you want to send people to. Then you choose images and logos. So for images especially, what I do for my images is I would go into my browser, then I'll go to images.google.com. Then I can just type something like fibroid. Okay, let me see if there are any images I can use. Okay, I think I can use this image. Let me see if there are other images I can actually use. So the image you are using must just actually resonate with the person you are trying to target. So immediately see the image, it attracts them. I don't know if this would make sense. This is quite small, 480 by 360, quite small. So you need to come in here and actually check out good images that you can use for your ad. Okay, I think I can use this. So I'm just going to save this image and use for my ad. So I'm not going to save that right now. So you choose, open it, then you choose the image you want to use for your ad. You choose your image. So you can just upload your image and use it for your ad. Just upload like you normally, or you can just drag and drop that image here. So I'm not going to go into all that. At least you already get the idea of what you need to do. Then you can use videos also, but that's obviously optional. Then you can use up to 5 headlines. So what Google will do for you is they are going to be interchanging those headlines, and they are going to tell you that this is the winning headline at the end of the day. So you can add at least 3 more headlines. So you just click here, you add the first one here, something like fibroid solution in Nigeria. I like to use that word Nigeria in my ad so that people would know that this is not too far away from them. So in my headline, I like to make it obvious that this solution is actually in Nigeria. So now you can see fibroid solution in Nigeria. I can also add other headlines like that. Then your long headline, just describe the solution a little bit. You can just say something like, click here to find out something like that. It has to be something that you need to actually think through before you type it. Click here to find out the solution to your fibroid. Let's just assume that was what I wrote. Okay, then you also come down, there's a place for your description. Let this actually load. Okay, so there's a place for your description. You can also add up to 5 descriptions. So I also recommend that you add at least 3 descriptions so that Google will interchange it for you and actually help you optimize the one that is getting the highest result. So then you can put your business name. Then you just click on create campaign. So you just click on create campaign, and the moment you create that, your campaign is going to go and you'll be able to see the campaign on your campaign dashboard, yeah, and you'll be able to see when it is approved or whether it's disapproved or whether it's approved. At the moment it's approved, it goes live and begins to show on website that triggers those adverts. So when somebody actually does something that relates to fibroid, your advert is going to come up on that article. So when somebody is viewing an article that relates to fibroid on a particular website, it's almost sure that your advert is going to pop up on such website. So when it pops up and they click, you'll get you get the traffic. And the good thing about Google is they don't charge you until somebody actually takes action. So if you're optimizing for clicks, Google would not charge you until somebody actually clicks on your website. So even if they are viewing, you're getting all the impression and there's no click, they're not going to charge you until somebody actually clicks on that website, on that link, on that advert. So that's how Google works. It's quite straightforward. It's easy to do and very straightforward. So that's that for display ads. And if there's any other updates, I'm still going to be updating and letting you know about it. So thank you for watching this video. You can always ask your questions and I'll always be available to attend to them. So take care.